Captain, before we step onto this crisp red island, tell me, what does apple make you feel when it means the fruit you eat, a tree that grows that fruit, and a round shape used in comparisons like the apple of the eye or as round as an apple? Meaning 1. A round fruit with firm flesh, usually red or green. Used for the common fruit people eat fresh or in food. Example, Lyra offered an apple to the sailor who skipped breakfast. Common use, apple pie, apple juice, green apple. Apple for energy, meaning 2. An apple tree, the tree that grows apples. Used when apple refers to the tree by shorthand, especially in phrases like an apple tree orchard. Example, an apple stood near the path, heavy with fruit after the rain. Common use, apple tree, apple orchard, apple blossom. Apple orchard, meaning 3. An idiom use, a cherished person or thing, or a round shape in comparisons. Used in fixed expressions and comparisons. Example, the ship's compass was the crew's apple of the eye, never left unguarded. Common use, apple of my eye, rotten apple, as round as an apple. Apple of the eye. Apple is simple as a food word, but it also appears in many idioms and comparisons. The meaning usually becomes clear from the phrase around it. Keep it crisp in your sentence, Captain. Carry apple for the fruit you eat, for the tree that grows it, and for the idioms that add color to your voyage as we sail to the next island. Captain, before we step onto this put-to-use island, tell me, what does apply make you feel when it means putting something onto a surface, using a rule or idea in a real situation, and sending a formal request for a place or role? Meaning 1. To put something onto a surface, spread or place. Used for cream, paint, sunscreen, glue, labels, anything placed on a surface. Example, Lyra applied wax to the rope to protect it from salt. Common use, apply sunscreen, apply paint, apply pressure. Apply wax, meaning 2. To use a rule, method, or idea in practice. Used when you take knowledge and use it in a real situation. Example, we applied the safety rule when the waves rose. Common use, apply a rule, apply a method, apply what you learned. Apply the rule, meaning 3. To make a formal request. For a job, school, program, or permit. Used when you submit a form or request to be accepted. Example, Lyra applied for the Lighthouse Research Program. Common use, apply for a job, apply to a university, apply for a visa. Apply today. Apply can mean put on, use in practice, or send a formal request. Put it into motion, Captain. Carry apply for placing something on a surface, for using an idea in real life, and for submitting a request that opens new routes as we sail to the next island. Captain, before we step onto this patience prick island, tell me, what does annoying make you feel when it means mildly irritating, repeatedly bothering, and constantly interrupting your focus with small non-stop problems? Meaning 1. Slightly irritating, causing mild annoyance. Used when something bothers you, but it's not a huge crisis. Example, the flickering lantern was annoying during Lyra's briefing. Common use, annoying noise, annoying habit. That's annoying. Annoying flicker, meaning 2, bothering again and again, hard to tolerate. Used when something repeats and keeps disturbing you. Example, the loud gulls were annoying all morning. Common use, annoying questions, annoying calls, annoying person. Annoying gulls, meaning 3, constantly interrupting, persistently irritating over time. Used when small issues continue and gradually wear down patience. Example, the constant tapping sound was annoying enough to break Lyra's focus. Common use, annoyingly slow, annoyingly loud, really annoying. Annoying tap. Annoying describes something that causes irritation, often small, but worse when it repeats or keeps interrupting. Protect your focus, Captain. Carry annoying for mild irritation, for repeated bothering, and for those constant little problems that test patience as we sail to the next island. Captain, before we step onto this all-in-one island, tell me, what does altogether make you feel when it means completely, when it means in total, and when it means all together as a group in the same moment? Meaning 1, completely, entirely. Used when something is fully true, with no exception. Example, the fog lifted altogether, revealing the whole coastline. Common use, altogether different, altogether wrong, altogether clear. Altogether clear, meaning 2, in total, all counted together, sum. Used when you add numbers or items to get the full amount. Example, altogether, the crew packed 12 lanterns for the night sail. Common use, altogether now, altogether 10. Altogether the cost is. Altogether 12, meaning 3. Altogether as one group at the same time. Used when people do something as a group in one shared moment. Example, the crew stepped onto the dock altogether, ready for the island briefing. Common use, stand all together, move all together, gather all together. All together we move. All together can mean completely, in total, or as a group. The sentence structure usually reveals which one. Totals often come with numbers. Group action often describes people moving together. Keep the meaning unified, Captain. Carry all together for complete change, for total sums, and for group moments where everyone moves as one as we sail to the next island. Captain, before we step onto this claim and proof island, tell me, what does allegation make you feel when it means an unproven claim? A formal accusation in serious contexts and a reported statement that still needs evidence. Meaning 1. A claim that something is true without proof yet. Used when someone says something happened but it has not been confirmed. Example: Lyra heard an allegation that the maps were altered but no one showed evidence. Common use: make an allegation, deny an allegation, unproven allegation. Allegation not equal to proof. Meaning 2. A formal accusation, often about wrongdoing. Used in legal, workplace, or official investigations. Example: the council opened a file after an allegation of theft at the dock. Common use: allegation of fraud, allegation of misconduct, serious allegations. Allegation misconduct, meaning 3. A reported statement that must be checked and verified. Used when the information comes from reports or media, but it still needs investigation. Example: after the allegation spread, Lyra insisted on checking the logs before believing it. Common use: investigate allegations, allegations surfaced, allegations reported. Allegation check. Allegation usually signals not proven yet. It's common in formal writing, news, and investigations, especially when fairness requires caution. Keep your words careful, Captain. Carry allegation for unproven claims, for formal accusations, and for reported statements that demand evidence before judgment as we sail to the next island.